is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Nyina ukaba mfambra Boadu TV, so first time is for no more subscribe ye nyina ye like video no na yenja ye comment into comment section ye wi a na afi ya share na de tie ne say ubore mu wo Kwame Tanko ene Franco akache a o mafa ya pa na wonim say nyame ya adoma ahyenkafo nyina nkabom ko kire say wo mo eba beti ahyentiabo ana say lorry fare so omo tiso ahanchi modunum 15% na yibisa say 15 years nke so ko hwe se na sidi na ba fom na se na petrol fuel diesel ni nyina bo na ba foma enka 15% there is too small but awo za no mo ka ya ba ma fa ya de afa ho sesianso say your friend is a former education minister Adu Twum oba be stand for flagbearer ewo NPP mo eyampana eyampana amanfo dodo na gidi ses oba beboa na papa nankasa kasa ne camp de asembia betudwa yebetie say ye no kreso be stande na ye sono be Bawumia Ken Agyapong me akofa Adu Twum ana say osonko
energy minister ayi minority announce say at the timetable timetable am here then timetable be anybody be BBNC ma money yes ade no ave me run seven Franco. The attention of team Adu Twum Communication Bureau has been drawn to misleading report suggesting that Honorable Dr. Adu Twum has endorsed a certain flag bearer hoped for in the upcoming new patriotic flag bearership race and has declared support for him. We wish to state emphatically that these claims are entirely false and without merit. Dr. Adu Twum has not made any such decision or endorsement. He remains fully focused on his responsibility as the Member of Parliament for the good people of Bosomtwe, while reflecting prayerfully and patiently awaiting upon divine direction regarding any future political decision. The calls from well-meaning Ghanaians encouraging him to consider a leadership role are deeply appreciated and remain under thoughtful consideration. We urge the public and the media to disregard these false reports and rely solely on verified communication from this bureau. Signed, Nana Jemfi Agyapong. And an insashansi. And ye say, former education minister, member of parliament, Edema Bosomtwe constituency, Honorable Dr. Adu Twum, and what in Sembia to Abontain. Nanin Samo Hokan say, Nipa Binuminam. Can say, Honorable say Adu Twum, I endorse Obiwa NPP party no more. Also say Nipa na NPP for Envanamra as flag bearer.
Okay.
Sada Nipa Binumukika. And no the team Naba Abontain say, and ye no correct da. Or say Adu Twum, on ye bibia sa da. Onko jina bebia nko di nkomo bia na kukuomu ana petemu ana enka nkyere obia se wa endorse obia. It is what is answer no a bogu hunu. It is without merit. Na osi ono de obompa ya bribia ese ni Nyankopon se Bosomtwe constituency odi amano no omma no yokoduro honhom no ntimi fa ensom wo mo na okoso aso sere Nyankopon body mpaye say nyame no guide no in the future decisions be o person oye. Also of course there are several calls man for friend no Shannon crying say ebeya on we say no so obeba be preso be di NPP party no anim o say sansem ni nyina no otia o gina komapem na oda obi bia ase ni nyina no guso a ono ni team na bushia omo nyina edwendwen sansem no ho enti ose or they to the general public the media say sansem no eba and enye no kre sa brebia ye pe bibi afa ono ose ye Adu Twum ho no the communication bureau no omo ye readily available to provide us with any information. Nana Jemfi Agyapong on an insashansia o sign e de ebae nti o say yaw Adu Twum e na akasa no
over and none of power would say we are take emotions and sentiments out. Let's deal with the substantive matter. Open political party back one or more opposition. No more your mind some person the new patriotic party number one. Now, if you look at NPP, co-opposition bako is about disunity in their party. A do baby, yes, or there be come time go we come fashion. A do baby people. I'm not for crowd ding where offer me as be the be am come and I don't care how people will feel and think. Me say, if you look at the new patriotic party, and for them to avoid this kind of confusion, where company, you know, the best person for them now, bet me leading the NPP on your blemish. Adu Twum. I want to re-echo it again. And I'm going to tell you so many things today. Where? Another, your uncle Fobi a true and true Bawumia. Omi uncle Fobi they gave their support, faithfulness to Bawumia. Okoyi candidate for Phobia and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, they'll go after the person. Another,
I say, yes,
me I know Bawumia Crawford. They've called me. Oma catch me point blank says, "Omunim." Now some man from Mahmoud Bawumia, man, the different candidates back.
And better position.
Yes, they are saying,
I've heard it.
Yes, I'm saying they'll go after the person. They'll feed on him. They'll descend so low into the gutters. They've been see party into opposition for 20 years. So there's
now
a different.
Now the carpet to Ken Agyapong side.
Yes. I'm saying catch us there be. If you look at every data, it's not favoring Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Maybe if you look at Islamic issues, tribal issues, and the percentage that he got, 38 was a 41. So he doesn't merit to even be the flag bearer for the NPP anymore. So they also go after Mahmoud Bawumia and say Mahmoud Bawumia so anti me. None of thank you to Amoko. Of other thank you. Me don't call it a thank you to. Me friend demolition tour. And yet thank you to a demolition tour. Because to Amoko no, and can say we are projecting and making sure say there some generation no man beba. Yeah, we no me sisi na no tu for crowd ho. We say ko shaba pass and kasaka chance no bi wo ho a man so. If you look at these two candidates offer, that be ameka o mo hu nya hi o. But people around them, among for war no, they always create the problems for them. And can bet me share Mahmoud Bawumia many be dim commerce kama. You see nothing, you see no enmity between them. But for people around them, always want to create confusion and chaos between them. Okay. Me say, nipa ba kwa nya blemish. I want to repeat it again, offer. Onya blemish.
Ya ka say obi nya blemish as an kikawa.
Dabi.
Oh no. Boni bia I say bibia ni ho ye.
Oni asem
obi betumi afade atia no.
Oni asem. But the problem is also in larger constituency in the party.
Me nya sa adwen a de wo kan sisi.
Yes.
But I'm shocked lately. Nipa bi no mo ene me kasa e de fa honorable say ya Adu Twum. To say the whole canon.
Yes.
Of course, he's a human being. And yet they are one way or the other. You'll be born.
Yes.
Because it is normal.
Yes.
So far as we are not saints, so far as we are not God. Over Fumunia. No matter what, a baby sabit me. Now, the man who say, Adu Twum, first, I felt the constituency or party no is but you see, baby, where he's coming from, and now near see what party no. Ama nipa bi no start at 10 or money the
attention is switchable.
Yes. Because you see, the man, he's loved, he's respected.
Yes,
he's somebody that so tie among phone some or more kafan ho. It gives or no one can so tibidia. It gives an impression that party for no be feels way back away there. Then let's give this noble man the opportunity. Now so early days yet.
It's early days.
Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Yes. Let's wait and see.
I see his positives outweigh his negatives. Media from where I sit, and I want to be objective and sincere. I see his positives. It outweighs his negatives. Maybe negatives because he's not a perfect gentleman.
My client back no. Me too no back no.
Oh, find it 24.
My client back.
And 24. Say pa no be kono a. So obey very principle, obey bunny home or making comments whereby unity is one one and this one. The future is bright for him.
Okay.
The future is bright because he's not blemished. If I'm looking at the word blemish, or not blemish, and who said that camp we say vigorous camp, fashion. We are going after this, we are going to feed on this. Who needs how many be on me say the NPP over open party back more problems. Woha, unso mo debut, unso NPP for batting be ananya confusion but one pressure on pay.
I the kotoko.
Aha, as for more, na so mo asum dwem na party mo dwom pay. This will be obi press but no more bomb elements.
Aha, that
yes, this is NPP for us. Except confusion BC. No be say party say next here. That is the problem of the NPP. Who the hell?
Frago,
serious oh.
Yeah. Whether they will press it or not. Transport fares are set to drop by 15%. Starting Saturday, May 24, 2025, following a successful negotiation between transport operators and the Ministry of Transport. The fare adjustment reflects recent macroeconomic development, including a sustained appreciation of the CD against the US dollar, contributing to a notable drop in fuel prices. Reported by NSA Yamiya Domoa by Saturday, May 24th. Yabati asintiade eboso katika ese eba form eba form by 15%. Inti adepogu ya no mo calculation ni bia mame se obi o ye je 5 series 15% ye saying ye 15% ta we saying obi ye je 10 series munya bi mame munye ya saying mame obi ye je 3 series 15% ye saying Obi a 2 series 15%. We just want to do certain things now. Yeah, wasn't Anopay Franco
over
the own no.
The Edikai. Now I catch Ghana food answer from where I sit and by my understanding. If you look at John Dramani Mama, his first 120 days as a president. So what about my John Dramani Mama? I won't say vote. That is me. That is my candid opinion. Because if you look at Mama and more catch no more no more or yeah. From where I sit, anyone who voted for John Dramani Mama, you have to work out and then you have to make sure what's more can and no matter. Now, if you look at Agyapong, you're problematic, especially when it comes to fuel. Make in 2000 before 2000 elections. If you listen to J. Kufuor, Agyapong the year campaign, it said the NDC government was about fuel. Obekaya drew baby J. Kufuor peja gallon no business me to fuel. And a lot of people bought into it. Me say when it comes to politics. It is about convincing and confusion of people. Me convincing the entire Trobamame. Me convincing the entire and Trobam Farmer Kwame Tenku. And I did him drew baby Johnny Vance at Thomas would me tofu on a sano mano. At a buy. Offer a dear Bakwa Ghana for Gina so the 12 but in 2024 was about the dollar and the city issue. Whether we like it or not. A do baby guta. Business people are coming out. Interest rate was low. Then mean and people were complaining. Now, if you look at John Dramani Mama be take over as the president of the Republic of Ghana. Now this is the 5th time I say dollar no I friend say fuel na sorting. Now I listen to chamber of sa oil for no sa unkofonofa. Almost say is the appreciation of the dollar. The appreciation of the dollar had also come and then it is helping Ghanaians. Now over John Dramani Mama taking over as the president of the Republic of Ghana. And I've seen said John Dramani Mama is learning. If you look at Mama in 2013, then me catch was on the 24th of July. John Evans Thomas goes in as the president around 2 p.m. Mama Efifia no pa no a vice president. Ne yira man fufuo di area wa catch and so be di jollof. After Bobe 2 near friend catch and say we have 2 news for you. Baku a good news, Baku a bad news. The bad news they say John Evans Thomas is no more the president. So the good news for you now is the president of the Republic of Ghana. Offer on the 7th of January 2013. And the Mama officially demanded as the president, it came into being. Before so Obano, now already they added John Evans Thomas. That time the dollar was 1 cedi 9 pesos. And we bet Maran Aqua Kwenebia 2 Ghana cedis. Now on the 4th of July 2014, I'm looking at one accounting period of John Dramani Mama when he was the president. Of John Mama taking over, or the dollar no equal 3.4125. Now if you look at from January, equal July. John Dramani Mama, in terms of percentage depreciation of the dollar, it rose to 79.24. Of a 79.24. It tells you that the performance of John Dramani Mama at that material moment was abysmal. It was symbolic. and people complained about it and say agena joma ma yen emmo ma Ghana timi mfa to papa mfa. Now let's go back to another Danko Akufo-Addo. From 2017 he was the president on the 7th of January. Now take over the dollar was 4.2. And if you look at the Nana Danko Akufo-Addo 1 year, echo 4.7885. Now, in terms of the dollar depreciation, a drop here about 12.14%. So it tells you, say, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo the first term, the first year, no, it dropped by 12.14. But look at this. John Mama Catcher say he's a rebranded John Dramani Mama. And Tian Trabang from Noba, he's going to make sure, say, Konya dollar na first one from no, he's going to appreciate it. Now, for between a space of 5 months, whether we like it or not, where I start, and this is the data. John Dramani Mama, in terms of city, we have appreciated by 12.8% of our appreciation by 12.8%. Now, if you listen to Sanko from where oil word, I'm say because of the appreciation of the dollar, I'm a for one air con kind of eboa. Now, if you look at the year here, we are looking at a projection of fuel. Say you bet me are dropping by 8.8%, diesel 6%. So that's also LPG 5.3%. Now, if you look at Mama take it over here, then now air dropping in a marginal of a be a 0.85, a be a 4.85 ne sano man. Baby a yadri. Say Ghana for your hypocrites. In a Ghana for your time who I see at no maso by this time. If I want to re-echo it again. Say you're hypocrite. And your party sem. And a year and reason as ordinary Ghanaians. By this time, Ghana Nibia would tell me Biana would did Biano. A san carpet no maso. Obi wa a buffalo nim ho hwe bad dollar cedi onim ho hwe me ento ade mu sese na se ento dollar ma kwam tanko nya so kwa kwata oh kwa meze so ma to no mam dollar no wo de kofa de enye na se ma no ma boy den na fu wo boy den now the fool on the air drop it. I want to ask Guta and for what are they doing to help us?
Oh, so Guta issue statement. I mean, but what do you want Guta to do?
Over media message there to engage our people to send on so.
But you see, we have a free market. Any control market.
Metwase.
Undoing show be.
Metwase.
So on saying on Tony near
Metwase. Metwase.
On any business on Wakufaba.
Yes.
I didn't want Ghana, so they just 10 Ghana. Yes. We're not doing to a jai before for any day.
Yes.
A one aspect. And I'm saying to control price.
Yes.
Your new price control regime.
Yes.
A can't be. And I'm sad way because on say you didn't come off air, you know. I was telling you, say this is not the first time your experience
yes,
yes, but it never reflected. We called.
Yes,
me say me feed them. Yes. We called. Say oh, anka sabre ya fuo ya teso kakra ne niema ye munye bibi kakra mayenso nanka mayenso ya never.
Me Ghana for sometimes I see them say they want abnormal profit. I'm going to tell you one of our idea. Now when Mama took over, a 15.99 liter of a fuel. Diesel is 16.15. It drops to 15.89 for petrol. It's come to 15.72. On the 18th of March, about 14.99, 15.542 Edema diesel. Now they are making a projection. Say a bit may drop about 13 Ghana cedis. Maybe 12.57. So Ghana for that is why sometimes I hear the foreign casa have issues. A lot of Nigerians are making it in Ghana. Why? Of a menona, ebi bit makwa ye konkan yi ani ye pe cover ato yi se echinya ne enya bi
Nigeria ni
ba o ka kire me se nipa na ye ko no obenya bi na bo no de be ma no won say is a moderate me bo a nya sa na ka kire me Ghana ni nya ni nya Ghana ni opeso sisi no Ghana ni what me the abnormal profit the to so ade na 12 Ghana cedis obedi me the 20 Ghana cedis. So go and check. A lot of Ghanaians are buying and selling, no majority of them want to trade with Nigerians. Because they feel and think that Nigeria, you know, or pen fast work it to be no their can business. Or parent they are called. But Ghana, you know, what's selling near Ghana, no person, good more biagas are, the near beer, and that is the problem. Where and pay for more than no pay. Mestre at the reform Mudija, Yajitum. Say, I dear Moyan say you want to get profit, Nessano man. Bofa, abnormal profit is no good. A babu mo. Say, I'm fast one young fast papa, Pablo, so baby, Benebone.
And this say, baby, I Gina, you know. Transport first, no ebe conform.
Yes.
Now be make argument to say of all the 4 or 5 times fuel swati in monetary value.
Yes.
In one city. What does it?
Yes.
Nti yenya abotre kaka. Na people are saying say yen check it 90 days. Yen check it 90 days. Yen say ade na is stable. How about we make it those arguments?
And now they can say do also move to fu mo can't just yen check 90 days. Or more catches or more to fu and it is taking effect. And prices prices and it is sanity. As we are talking this morning, and paying for a bicycle some say any coin fast way to oil this mana. They are telling us that there's a drop by 8.8%. It is coming down. Yamna America. And it's a sun year quantity. And it's also down here 2 4 more. Yen chairman 90 days in new. Negas okay, you bear 90 days, be sustainable. I say sustainable. I dare you because say are you for
the 90 days implies with traders no
yes.
Before no. Omo we are talking about the dollar issue. Ebia it means saben 3 months
yes.
No. You bet you say oh I stable kaka revolve around 12
yes
revolve around 11
yes.
13
yes
until oh your projections I bet me any idea but with Kasikano ni idea I think it should be immediate effect
yes
and because you're too momentum
and it's actually that you are not being fair to the drivers too.
And I'm going to momentum.
Yes, yeah, two momentum.
And immediately I saw better.
Yes, that's what it. Because first, you can't cut us off for money free Burkina Faso or to 200 Ghana cedis. Now what I say because of dollar now cost Runtino or to 500 Ghana cedis. So he's passing it on to the consumer. As a consumer, this time round, the government of Ghana, why there, the dollar has been appreciated by 12.81%. I want to ask them. So no. And you first now pass it to the consumer. No, the you are also passing it to the consumer because Ghana need to catch them say. And I didn't come to where offer. Obit me to 3 months ago. You know what I say $2. Then the partner say to the current price of the dollar. What are they telling us this particular money? My problem is Ghana ni Ghana ni osisi dodo. I don't find be Ghana ni onyani ni Ghana ni okaso osisi no. Woyi na come nyaso osisi no. But go and check the Nigerians when they are working. Small profit cannot the economy where. Another yes, of as I say, we said don't mean 5 Ghana cedis. Me said the area 7 to 10 Ghana cedis. Now no ye kwakwa tofu foi, utie fufuo boa, me so ye mbesew. Ubi so me ye kofa no free Burkina Faso, ye kofa say, me say now we me to face back 60 Ghana cedis. Ewurade.
No you want show.
Na unso kan no bona cha na me ma me.
O ye ma show.
Na me nyini o.
Atufuo boa. 60
Ghana cedis. And mesre where I don't know how they can enforce this. But over here I see it meeting Mrabiba because I don't get it.
Me was just 5 minutes to be my main finding komo kakra ebi ewa true drivers union ora yaw berima menini komo kakra pani ma che
Onua me Joseph
now where
arade era from the muda what is wa fiji eni ye clear pa
ubutu nkayana
ba cho me won kra ya me aduma na otwe be simi ne ba asante mantem
ndeze de mo dia tum se ni hwie be ba me nda no ye betete asenti ade no so won
me ni am pa cho ba yam for the case so na ye chia tipo nyina ne na maten so yen semo a ye de atubia no mo ka matima mo ni biate pa cho ya me aduma da me mreda ye transport operators ye wo my Ghana ha enu am paying for GTRC di animu no e be nra ye nyina ye sisina ye with transport minister ye hwe be afa anwo nsem no eso tia na tia na adriver for ye ntimi ma yetim enya de wotima mfo ho na mum ye beboa ma ye nyina ye ho ahen ha ye na mini atanku ma ye making it clear say na nkanti suwe ye nyina ye pa na esenka eburu saa nanso no ye nua mo a omoton eye spare parts no aboya no ho ba say fie be enko ena agin bia ade so omo nso niema no omo de nhihye agu akwan mu a ebeba fom ni ye twen wo mo eninti na ye ntu ho na mo no nanso no ye hwe eye nanse ya nteso ye eba eka apu no ho a na say ya teso wo mo ntichemu eye edunwotwe ebi se aban yi ebetena so no 18% and I actually found over so. Yen you know say the betumo a ministry need to nika say the 2 munru 10% ya my increase for lorry fare. Nemo ade na so ate 18% ya. Thank you. Acha obi bia no ebetimi asi adava for kwan say yenya won hyehyɛ ma na emwa timamuni
enti Saturday we di enkoya say yate so yente so ne driver for ko okam
dabi ndokwa biansi eni ntini yesi Saturday no na na be ya ebedru ho no na ya work percentage ni nyina de ama o bia anti o kofra na wahu de wukotua ene de ebejo
enti driver for amu so kase o nyefuo nko na de to atintiade mu ni ade no mo amu nkofo de na aka che wo mo
o say eno na me ka say tenka ye mi amo spare parts for be ka ho a enkanti so na be ba na anhwe yi a ebe grow more than 20%. But what you need?
Yeah.
And so spare parts for ne say or abandon the person o mo fa ene ma bai eni nti o mo ne ma nsan ye gitum Nembo dia yeki ayipa atanko mpacho ne nu di nkomo pa no eye petrol any diesel oza no etesa akoma bo holiday nim oya tu shan a obeto mpacho nya sa na onete
sa bebe
enti se no na to ate more than ti how more than a year 10% na ye 18 na but also na fu e no cost more than 10% ya na driver ni nso ka say ye ntum ana meboa
no great
ba ku bi kura de omo issue statement impo say posi enchichi agrava for on ka say me ni udi won komo ma make to nyame say omo pa omo fo omo nsanka driver ni ba ko me cha ba na dan persona ye be mo ma na yon governable tango kai
me kai ni na
eno de say ni mi driver ni na won say ya be ma ekoma no na de nene say so atia yentimi nye ena nye first time so ye bili me kai say 2023 abra na do danko ekufa do dia komiano fu e ko su ko jina 23 Ghana cedis ama tanko me nu mienu u be kai a ya be ma di domanim ene ye kire ye de chesi wo won kan ama ban hwe ti fu ene so pa cho mo ti ya me tickets ka 15.3%.
Kai
Enti say ya ye na no na ye ne si kwa say yentimi nye ne nso enti ya de edwane ye di ye no bia ntan obia sane na yan ya driver for na yegu ye nua mo so se dollar aba form enti omo nhwe na omo nte niema so no thousand na 24 na omo emfa dollar ho no ono zo ni se petrol aba form se ba ko eni ka mfa no ho ammo apode a ebe de na omo maka no so ahwe atu sa na mo no
okay Mate ye hwe ni mu se by Saturday enkoye sifiri mikam untumi asi na mintua
ye tumu na din o na ye teso di enya din because ye ma order no na wo chama kwa we ni so no
ye teso na wo kofro na car na driver na say on this way
tango ontimi nka dabi eni ntini ya ka wo wa fi die so obi ate ye be ban so
enti ye kona driver bi yes a ye nya dan
le ba jo say
ye kona driver bi yes a ye nya dan ai
ya report to driver kro emrade ni be di mra o man no
baranfo bi dia say yes a on de obabo no
dabi eno so yes a wato mra eni nti yemfa mra kwa so se na ye de mra kwa so anopai Greater Accra ha uwa abebe kura wo kwan no so no sa na de mra kwan no ebe fa so agigi case ka no sa so de mra kwan no be yi ma no mo to wade wo kwan no so nyina pro ma mu ha
okay Mati eye yemvensia na yemrese de besi akọ nanim ya berima akọ ya berima okọ Franco
me of me Matthew mo critically the edikai yemo mabaso whereby they are trying to educate the ordinary Ghanaian by telling them say Nyankopon ya adoma Saturday ye tete case kabo so one some of the drivers are bad driver for now e be ya bad rough where do you know so for so amoba prente o mai ni dia momo said this is the old fare and this is the new fare enipan ontria driver for be said am one more paper and the touchne no aka say nsa nyankan we are telling them this morning so omuni mo mpanyimfo akasa ompanyimfo say Nyankopon Admight is taking effect on Saturday say ka Saturday a Friday ahomache 12 a.m. so omuni mu a Friday ahomache ade abechi Saturday no part 1 a.m. no it take effect it Ghana ni bia be faka bi especially mo amufiri amokọ Accra no of mo amufiri amokọ Accra no See, I'm funny say be a way to how much to offer. And so we 50, I say 50% difference. Because I'm saying it is taking effect. Saturday, and a date no. The date take effect from Ahumachi 11:59, 12 a.m. Kenya yesterday from. And it will be every year air quacker. Now first we try 120 Ghana cedis. You have to work that 15% of Sani Paneso 26 canodico. Truck drivers no for mesre where obi said that less than one. You know, we to so ebia from Tech to ebia as first name for Ghana say the says Ghana we had the abase then the panasha dam one more de no wa to the atwene de bentia on pesa manfo be hu fair no he still wants to go by the old fair. Dabi adeba ko so me pay free sam payifo we won say e so mo printing bebre o mo fa bi masa ayifo no they from the passengers no because if as a passenger ni made ne boa na so wo tua there's not going to be any confusion or fight but as a passenger ni mo a oh I don't say for that force we want to catch you
okay
and mesre ade man nko fan to kwasam bia ma yenya yenyintum ne yemwa ma ma ntimi nkonanim na gutafo na metwe de omo soso nkofo no so ba beka e de akere ye se no mo no betete so anaso mo ntete so ne ehun se de besi akwa mo fa are ye tufu obomu ajai dollar cost ajai nyama ya dom dollar na ba fom fu obo so ba fom so what is happening ye basre ye nyina ye hu se ya nkasa ya ye hu ne ye